What's up, guys? This is Juju, and today I'm back with something new. Today we're going to be starting our, it's kind of like a countdown to Sun and Moon type of thing. For the next 5 days, we're going to be releasing Sun and Moon related kind of hype videos. This is going to be the first day of it, and this is going to be my Pokemon Sun and Moon team. So you guys know how these videos go by now. I'm just going to go over my six mons that are probably going to be on my in-game team that I'm most hyped about. Now for this one, I know there's been a lot of stats and leaks and different things like that pertaining to the game, but these my picks are going to be based on basically the released confirmed information, which is basically what's on Cerebi and stuff like that. So not necessarily based on their stats or anything of that nature. So with that, let's go ahead and get it started by going over our starter. In case you guys didn't know, our starter is going to be Litten. I thought Litten was my starter from day one. His design is so sick. I'm happy. I like the fire fighting thing. I like Infernape, I like Blaziken, but I'm happy that he's fire dark and not fire fighting. And I like that he's fire dark, yet he's kind of still retains the aggressive styling. Like, he looks like a fighting mon, but I like that he's not fighting, if that makes sense. Like, he's dark, but he still carries that kind of aggressive fighting fire type of look to him, which is amazing. So yeah, Litten's been my starter from day one. I really wasn't interested in Rowlet too much, probably even less than that. So Litten was all the way. I've typically used the fire starter in all generations that I've played. I usually always go for the fire starter. I don't know, I just really enjoy the fire starters. But that being said, I usually start out with the fire starter, and then of course I use the other starters at some point in time and kind of appreciate them as well. But fire is usually the way I go, and this design just kind of sealed the deal for me. Like, my boy is hitting them folks. Like, look at Incineroar. Like, he's literally hitting them folks. Like, he invented the dance, and like, we didn't even know it because he wouldn't even know who he was at the time. Like, that's crazy. But I think his design's really crisp and clean. What they're trying to do with him sounds pretty cool. I guess he has the signature move, Double Lariat. Which what does that do? I can't even remember now. Hello? Dark Lariat. What does it do? Okay, well, maybe I'll remember on the next slide. Anyways, but yeah, of course, our first mon is going to be our starter. It's going to be Litten, evolving into Incineroar. So with that, let's go ahead and move on to the second. Second mon we're going to be using is Rockruff. I'm pretty sure you're supposed to get Rockruff pretty early in the game, and then I'm going to be playing through Pokemon Sun version, so we'll have the day form of Lycanroc. Now, I think the Midnight form, everyone was kind of going crazy over the Midnight form, which I like the design as much as the next man of the Midnight form, but I can appreciate the design of the day form because it's like more of a werewolf like Lycanroc kind of, or the Midnight form kind of looks like a werewolf, but I don't know. Like, this is kind of more like a stereotypical werewolf look, to where the night form's kind of like a, I don't know, like more, I don't know. It's kind of like, I don't fucking know. I don't know what I'm trying to say. But yeah, so we're going to be playing the game, playing through Sun, and have the midday form. The way they made it sound is that its speed is supposed to be pretty high, and its attack as well. And then the Midnight form is supposed to just be a little bit bulkier. But we'll definitely have Rockruff, and then of course Lycanroc on our team eventually. So I'm pretty hyped to use him, see what his stats look like, see how he works in game and different things like that. So with that, let's go ahead and go on to our third mon. Our third mon is going to be the Grubbin. I really like getting mons. Like, I really like Route 1 mons, basically. Like, through all the games, of course, prior to Sun and Moon, you would have to have a bird. Like, you would have to have something that learned Fly. So I'd always pick up the, like Route 1, Route 2 birds. And those would be like immediate parts of my team. And then the starters, and then I'd basically have like a set of 4 mons. Like, I'd basically like pick up 2 or 3 Route 1 or 2 or 3 Mons, and then just kind of carry those throughout the rest of the game. So Grubbin is, I'm pretty sure you get him pretty early on. So, and then I think Vikavolt is supposed to like, it's actually supposed to be like a later evolution. So it's going to be a pretty decent bug, like not like a quick evolution bug. So I'm pretty excited to get Grubbin early and kind of level him up and get Vikavolt, later on. But yeah, I really like kind of getting mines early on and then just playing through the playthrough, like kind of watching them grow kind of thing. So I think it's pretty cool that it evolves so late and we are able to get Grubbin pretty early, so you can kind of invest a lot of time into them and kind of get them up to where you like. Charjabug, I'm not a fan. Like, I saw Grubbin, I was like, okay, that's a pretty cool design. Charjabug, I was like, that's a fucking D battery. Hello? That's a D battery. Like, what? And then Vikavolt design is just fucking crisp. Like, I can't even hate on it. It's sick. And then of course it's electric mon, so that always helps. Electric mons on your team are always good to have. But other than that, let's go ahead and move on to our fourth mon. Our fourth mon is going to be Mudsdale and Mudbray. The design of this mon is just freaking crazy. It's awesome. It has the ability Stamina, so when it gets hit with a physical attack, its defense goes up by 1, which is just crazy. Like, that's not the main reason I want to play with Mudsdale, but like, if it wasn't, like, if I didn't have another reason, that would be the reason, like, just to try out that ability. Like, it sounds crazy. Like, it's like nothing we've had before, literally. So like, yeah. And then I think its defensive capabilities are pretty decent as it is. So, and then it has that ability like +1 after a physical attack. Like, it's just gonna be crazy to like play with that mon, you know what I mean? Like, it's just something completely different, and I'm just excited about it. So yeah, Mudsdale will definitely be on the team. He looks raw. Like, that's the first test, right? Looks test is always the first test, and he just looks raw. He sounds like it's going to be pretty raw, and the ability is crazy. So yeah, definitely going to be a Pokemon defensive kind of mon on our team, kind of holding down the fort. So yeah, definitely Mudsdale. Mudbray, hopefully we get Muds. I'm feeling like Mudbray to Mudsdale is going to be like a level 40 evolution or something. I'm not sure like how early we're going to get Mudbray. Hopefully pretty early, so we can kind of see him through the whole process. But yeah, Mudsdale will definitely be on our squad. Let's go into 5. The 5th mon that's going to be on our team is going to be Bonsui and eventually Serena. I can't believe they actually named the Pokemon Serena. I mean, I know they kind of spelled it different, but I mean, that's kind of, I don't know how I feel about that. But anyways, yeah, when Bonsui was first announced, I wasn't too high on it. Kind of seemed like I think it was like a Cheerim or whatever. Like, it didn't seem like it had much potential. But Bonsui or Serena definitely looks like a pretty sick mon. It has Trope Kick or whatever, like a specialty move, and then it has its ability that it can't get hit with like priority moves. So which is crazy. So it seems like it's gonna be a pretty decent mon with the abilities, and then the stats. Like, basically they're hyping it up, so it's not just going to be like a booty mon. Like, it seems like it's definitely gonna have potential. It's definitely gonna have some power, hopefully. So I'm definitely interested in that. I usually try to do like on my teams like fire, water, grass, and then like a dragon, electric, like pretty balanced type of thing. So this would probably definitely be my grass mon. I'm just interested to use this. I'm thinking that it's going to be like a better Lilligant. Lilligant's actually a pretty good in-game mon, if you didn't know, with its abilities and typing. But yeah, I'm definitely interested in using Serena. I think she's going to be like a physical attacker too, which is different. But so hopefully we can pick up Bonsui pretty early, and hopefully we don't have to play with actual Bonsui for too long. But hopefully we can pick up Bonsui or Stini pretty early and play through with it and get a Serena, and it'd be all good. So now moving on to our last mon. That's definitely going to be on our team of 6. It is, of course, the boy, the legend, Como. Everyone always sounds so stupid when they try to pronounce his name, so I'm just gonna add my name to the list. Kommo-o. Of course, crazy typing, dragon and fighting, almost broken basically broken before the fairy typing was introduced. But I mean, I'm sure it's gonna carry like Iron Tail or Poison Jab. So I mean, like four times weaknesses are like they sound really bad on paper, but I mean, like look at T-Tar. Like he has how many 4 times weaknesses? Like he has how many weaknesses in general, but like the stat distribution has a lot to do with whether a mine is good or not. And I feel like this mine definitely has potential, even though it's 4 times weak to fairy. I'm sure it'll have moves that can cover fairies, and I'm sure there's going to be sets that can be run to cover set fairies. I mean, it does have what is it, bulletproof and soundproof. So I mean, it doesn't get hit by hyper voice. It doesn't get hit with like seed bombs. Like this mine's definitely got amazing upside, amazing potential. The stats, I don't know about the stats. I haven't seen them, but I've heard they're pretty good. So I mean, just based on that, like, I mean, its dex description is crazy. It's like it's straight. It like basically trains day and night to become powerful enough to fight the darkness, wherever the fuck that is. But like, it sounds like an epic mon. Like it's definitely going to be real. It's definitely Pokemon definitely has big plans for this mon, and I'm super excited. I think the design's pretty sweet. A lot of people say Hakumo-o's design's better. I mean, I can see it, but I don't agree. I like Hakumo-o's design better. I don't know. It looks sick. Like it just looks sick. I'm definitely looking forward to playing with this mon. And then this is just basically our last solid 6, and then our last slide is just some honorable mentions. Some mons that almost made it to our 6 team, but for one reason or another didn't. Like Mimikyu. I'm probably going to definitely play with Mimikyu, but like the fact that it has like a free sub kind of entails that it's not a strong mon. You know what I mean? Like I feel like if they gave it the ability, like its ability is basically a free sub, so I feel like they wouldn't give that to a mon that's too powerful, if that makes any sense. Then we got Alolan Marowak, of course. He would be on my squad, but I already have a fire type, so Wishiwashi, I'm not really too positive how its ability works. So I mean, like, of course the school form is amazing, but the the little singular form is kind of sucky, and so I'm not really too sure how that ability works, the kind of ins and outs of it. So I'll have to figure out more about it before I but I mean, because definitely if it was just school form period, then hell yeah, it'd be on my team. But you got to deal with the other form, so which sucks. Type Null, he will definitely be on my team, but I didn't want to include him because he kind of seems like I don't know. He kind of seems like, I don't know. He doesn't seem like a mon that you would get. He seems like a mon you would get late in the game, and he's kind of like almost a legendary, but not quite. If that makes any sense. Like I don't know. Like I don't feel like he's gonna be readily available, and I don't feel like he's like a regular mon. Like I wouldn't say he's a legendary, but he's basically on the threshold. So I didn't want to consider him to be on my team, even though he definitely will be. But I don't know. He seems like almost like, okay, I got 8 gym badges, now I can play with him kind of mon. You know what I mean? So I don't think we're gonna get him in time to actually put in work. If that makes any sense. Salandit's typing definitely is interesting with fire and poison. But I already have a fire type mon on my team. So, but other than that, guys, that's all I got for today. Like I said, this is gonna be the first day, or day number 5 of our Pokemon Sun and Moon countdown type of videos. Tune in tomorrow for a different type of video. But other than that, thank you guys for watching. Leave a like if you enjoy, subscribe if you're new. Other than that, thank you guys. You have a good night. Juju and I am out. Peace.